Ever heard New Zealand called God's own country, or Godzone? Ever wondered why? A big part of that nickname comes from a remarkable 50-year period. From the 1930s to the 1980s, when New Zealand built one of the world's most comprehensive social democracies, it was a time that shaped the nation's identity, an era of ambition, security, and the belief that society could take care of everyone. Let's rewind to the 1930s. The Great Depression hit New Zealand hard. Unemployment soared, families struggled, and faith in the old ways crumbled. Out of this crisis, a powerful idea took hold. The government had a duty to protect its citizens from the cradle to the grave. In 1935, the first Labour government, led by Michael Joseph Savage, came to power with a revolutionary promise of Social Security. Their vision was groundbreaking. They didn't just want to offer a handout, they wanted to build a system. The 1938 Social Security Act was the cornerstone. It introduced free public hospitals, benefits for the unemployed, the sick, and widows, and a universal pension for old age. Savage famously said it was applied Christianity for the first time. Ordinary Kiwis had a safety net, a sense of security they'd never known. This wasn't just about welfare. It was about building a fair and decent society. The post-World War II years saw this vision expand. The economy was booming, thanks to strong agricultural exports to Britain. Wool and butter weren't just commodities. They were the fuel for a national project. Successive governments, both Labour and national, largely agreed on this social contract. They built state houses by the thousands, creating affordable, quality homes for working families. Education, from primary school to university, was made accessible to all, breaking down class barriers. The goal was a full employment economy where everyone who wanted a job could find one. For decades, this model seemed unbreakable. New Zealand enjoyed a standard of living that was the envy of the world, was a nation of homeowners, with a strong sense of community and shared prosperity. This was the Godzone era in full swing. But by the 1970s, the world was changing, and the foundations of New Zealand's paradise began to shake. In 1973, Britain joined the European Economic Community, and overnight, New Zealand lost its primary export market. The oil shocks of the 70s sent inflation soaring. The dream started to fray at the edges. The welfare state, once a symbol of strength, was now seen by some as a heavy burden on the economy. The consensus that had held the country together for nearly half a century began to crack. This period, from the ashes of the Depression to the economic headwinds of the 70s, is a defining chapter in New Zealand's story. It was a bold, successful experiment in how a country could care for its people, while still having a strong domestic economy. While the model eventually faced challenges and underwent dramatic reforms in the 1980s, when the government of the time made the decision to take the country away from its proven egalitarian path and put them on a free market neoliberalist one, its legacy still endures in the Kiwi values of fairness, community, and a fair go for all. It's a reminder of a time when a small nation dared to dream big and, for a while, created a society that truly felt like God's own. Thanks so much for watching and exploring this piece of Kiwi history with me. If you found this interesting, please give it a like. Don't forget to subscribe for more stories about the world around us. See you in the next one.